In honor of senior night, UC Riverside would like to recognize 4 seniors from CSUN. Number 55, DJ Calloway. Number 52, Eliza Matthews.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Big West Basketball on Riverside TV. I'm Jeff Gorman. We have a great one today as the Highlanders are going to take on the Matadors of CSUN, Cal State University in Northridge. Riverside comes in at 8-21 overall, 4-11 in conference, and the Matadors are 11-18, 6-9 overall in the conference. This will be the final game of the season for UC Riverside and head coach Sarum Bell as they finish the conference out of the race to play in the Big West Conference tournament, but they are going to celebrate Senior Day here at UC Riverside. In fact, we're going to go over the starting lineups first for Cal State Northridge. At one guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Moreno Valley, California, and Valley View. She is Jordan Woods. At another guard, a 5'10" junior out of La Habra Sonora High School, number 12, Megan Henderson. At another guard, a 5'4" senior out of Torrance, West Torrance High School, Haley Tanabe. Number 44, a 6'3" senior out of Omaha, Nebraska. She is Lauren Shimkowitz. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Matadors, the 6-foot redshirt senior out of Lee Summit, Missouri, via Texas State, Dejane Calloway. They are coached by head coach Jason Flowers, assisted by Lindsey Foster, Daryl Brown, Jerica Williams, and Director of Operations Thomas Osborne, and the athletic trainer Danielle Valles. And now for your UC Riverside Highlanders. We have 4 seniors that are participating tonight in their final game here at UCR. And we're going to start with number 2, a 6'2" senior out of France. She is Marina Eduardo. At a point guard, number 10, a 5'10" junior out of Murrieta High School. She is Kalani Cooper. And a freshman, a 5'11" forward, number 13, Georgia O'Hare out of Bishop Gorman High School. And another forward, a 6' senior out of Houston, Texas, number 43, Jalen Clay. And rounding out the starters is the 1,000-point scorer. She is been amazing in her career via New Mexico out of Victorville, California. She is a redshirt senior, number 14, Janin Otto. Well, thank you for joining us here on Riverside TV as we are covering the finale of the Lady Highlanders at the SRC Arena. It is a doubleheader. We will have the men's game at 7 p.m. tonight following the women's game. And they are still vying for a top seed in the Big West tournament come next weekend at the Honda Center as we're getting ready for tip-off here. Highlanders in white with gold trim. CSUN in dark with the gray trim. And Megan Henderson playing defense against Kalani Cooper up top. Georgia O'Hare up top, back over to Cooper. Cooper handles it over. They look down to Otto. Down low, she turned around, jump shot on the baseline, shot no good. Rebound, Dejane Calloway. Tanabe dribble penetrates, gets it out to number 55, Dejane Calloway. Back over to Jordan Jackson. Jackson out of Valley View High School takes it up and lays it in over the top of number 13, Georgia O'Hare. Janin Otto will bring it past the timeline. Gets it over to number 10, Kalani Cooper. Cooper, a junior out of Murrieta High School. Get it over to Otto on the near wing. They reverse it to the right side of the floor. Get over to Eduardo. Eduardo misses the layup. A rebound, Lauren Shimkowitz. Jackson dribble penetrates with the left hand with the right hand on the left side and a beautiful layup. CSUN on the board here, 4-0. Great layup as you see with the right hand just kisses off the glass as we get the ball out to Cooper. Cooper takes one step, fadeaway jump shot is short, rebound. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Foul called on number 44, Lauren Shimkowitz. That's her first personal and first team foul for the Matadors. 8:34 left here in the first quarter. Ladies basketball, they play quarters. Men's, they go with halves. They drop it down low to Jalen Clay, and they're going to call a traveling as the Matadors will get the ball and hold the lead 4-0. Kaylee Tanabe, 5'4" senior out of West Torrance High School, handles the ball. Dribble penetrates, drops it down low. And they're going to say last touch by the Highlanders. CSUN will retain the basketball. Jackson will inbound. Over to Tanabe. Tanabe near wing. Off the screen from Shimkowitz. As they try to look over the top. Nothing there as they reverse the ball over to Henderson. Henderson dribble penetrates with the left hand is good and draws the foul. It'll be a 3-point try here. As the foul is called on number 43, Jalen Clay. That will be her first personal and first team foul. And at the line shooting two, Megan Henderson out of Sonora High School, the junior 5'10" guard. And she completes the 3-point play, and CSUN leads 7-0 here early. Ball out to Otto. She passes the timeline. Otto back over to Cooper. Cooper sets up the offense over to Otto on the far wing. Otto goes to her left. Reverses over to Edwodo. Back to Otto. Otto calling out the offense. They go out to Cooper. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cooper drops it down low to Otto. Otto goes to her right, spins to her left. Shot no good. And the ball, say, was... Actually, they called a foul on number 43, Jalen Clay. That's her first personal, second team foul on the Highlanders. As the ball gets over to number 12, Henderson. Henderson backs it out. They skip it over to Jordan Jackson. Jackson tries to go baseline. Nearly loses the ball. Does lose it. As Marina Ewodo picks up. Ball over to number 13. O'Hara shot no good. Rebound. Jordan Jackson. Jackson. Up top. Picks up her dribble. Reversed over to Tanabe. Tanabe out to Callaway. Callaway dribbles, takes two dribbles, pulls up with the left hand. Is good. As this will lead to a timeout. As Coach Sharon Bell not liking what she sees here, as we're going to take a short break and be right back on Big West Television, brought to you by Riverside TV. We'll be right back.
If this is what you picture when you think of farming,
looks to me like a pretty good crop.
I'd say you'd cut it at just the right time.
time to change the channel.
It's a whole different ballgame now.
Though tractors and tech may seem like an odd combination, truth is there's more innovation in agriculture and supplying water that grows crops than just about any other industry in the state.
Ag in California has really seen in the last 10 years this tidal wave of technology.
It's probably never been more challenging to be a farmer in California, and for one of the world's oldest jobs, that's saying something. Between an increasingly uncertain water supply and tightening regulations, growers are turning to technology to make the most out of every drop.
Yeah, you just go right onto your my iPhone and you can order water. It takes just a few minutes.
This is irrigation with an iPhone. John Van Til never thought he'd see this.
No, never. No, it's just totally different to what we ever imagined.
Here in the heart of almond country, in the great Central Valley, John is taking advantage of a pilot program from South San Joaquin Irrigation District, the first of its kind.
On Big West Television is the season finale for the Highlanders as they are now down 9-0 to Cal State University in Northridge. I'm Jeff Gorham, and we will be joined by Pep Fernandez here in just a moment as the Highlanders, with 6:45 left here in the first quarter, down 9. Otto, far wing, gets it out to number 2, Edwodo. Back over to Cooper. Back to Edwodo for 3. Shot no good. And it will be tied up. And jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Cal State Northridge. You're now joined by Pep Fernandez. Hi, Pep. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast today, buddy.
I know, unfortunately.
Hi there. I was a little technical.
Unfortunately, I told the Highlanders that they couldn't score until I got here, so I'll take the blame for that 9-0 start for Northridge. Now they can play. They're going to come back. I got a good feeling about this.
Yeah, so far, the Highlanders 0 for 5. Northridge is now 4 of 6 as Cooper gets the rebound and goes coast to coast, lays up with the left hand. No basket. As Henderson goes 3-on-1, they get it out to number 0, Deja Williams, who's just checked into the ball game. As they drop it down, a great pass from number 23, Haley Tanabe, who is going to be second all-time leading assist for CSUN as she drops it down to Lauren Shimkowitz for the easy layup. They drop it down to Edwodo. Edwodo double team. They're going to call a jump ball, and it will be UC Riverside basketball.
Well, 11-zip Matadors here, and Jeff, I was watching on Riverside TV as I was driving in. I was trying to get the Jeff Gorham special, the parking spot right in the very front. But you beat me to it. You were already here, so I had to park a mile away. But I'm here. I'm happy to be here. Jumper on the way is good. My first call of the night.
There you go.
Lauren Pointer knocks down the baseline jumper. I told you as soon as I got here, the Highlanders would turn things around, and here we go.
Well, they got to do something. It's a season finale for the Highlanders here.
And I heard 4 seniors. I heard that in your pregame show, right?
Yes, we got 4. And one of the all-time leading scorers, Janin Otto, is going to round out her career here for the Highlanders.
Rebound by Daphne Niago. Kaylani Cooper up ahead to Edwodo, and traveling the call on Edwodo. 5:02 to play here in the first, 11-2 Matadors.
That's the second turnover for the Highlanders.
And Jeff, when UCR plays well, they're very good. They beat some of the best teams in the Big West Conference, including the leader, UC Davis.
Yeah, they've just had an up-and-down year. They played such a tough preseason schedule. You thought that would have translated into wins going into the Big West, but they've been plagued by injuries and just really haven't ever hit their groove.
Pointer, three-pointer, no good. Rebound offensively, Edwodo gets tangled up, wrestles the ball away, back out to Pointer. Pointer down low to Janin Otto, one of the all-time greats here for UCR. The turnaround's good, and the foul for Janin Otto. Now, if they come all the way back and take the lead, I will take credit for this, right?
And you better. I will gladly allow you to do so. In fact, I would hope they come back and win. In fact, this Cal State Northridge team is last in scoring in the Big West, and we're talking by a lot. If the Highlanders can keep them under 60, most likely they will take care of business here.
Janin Otto at the line. The old-fashioned and one is complete, 11-5. Here come the Highlanders. Matadors bring it up the floor. Jordan Jackson near wing. That's Tanabe.
In fact, these two teams already played. Riverside beat them by 5, 67-62 up at Northridge earlier in the Big West season.
That's what I'm talking about. They've got some quality wins under their belt, this UCR team, trying to put it together here on Senior Day. Deja Williams will let it fly, and she hits the 3. Makes it 14-5 Northridge. Cooper trying to get around Tanabe, poked out of bounds. It will stay here with UC Riverside.
In fact, Deja Williams, a Long Beach Poly freshman, she had 32 last week against Hawaii. Just a freshman. She was a Jackrabbit, though, played at Long Beach Poly.
A lot of good Long Beach Poly products. Outside to Pointer. 3 on the way, no good. Battle for the offensive board. It's scooped up by Niago, and she's fouled on the putback, so she will head to the free throw line. 3:39 to go in the first. Daphne Niago, just a sophomore from France.
Parlez vous français?
Palmel Messi?
Pommes frites. You know what that is?
No.
French fries.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I should know that.
It should be. They should just be called French fries, Pep.
Because they're French.
They're French, but they're pommes frites.
First one's good. The second one, no good. Jump ball between Shimkowitz and Awodo, and this time it looks like it'll favor the Matadors. Did you, because I know you went to Italy recently.
I was just in Italy, and guess what? I did not get the coronavirus.
You did not. You
I
made
did
it.
not. I survived.
But did you go to France? Did you
No.
hop in there to say hello or anything?
No, I just hung out with the Romans.
You didn't get your papas fritas or whatever?
No. I've been there before, though.
Tanabe on the near wing, 3 on the way, no. Rebound, Awodo. And we've got a foul. It's going to be on Shimkowitz. Highlanders down 14-6. Final Big West Conference game of the season. The Big West tournament will be next week.
Starting Thursday, they play at the Pyramid at Long Beach State and at the Honda Center.
Coming up a little bit later tonight, the men's basketball team will be in action against UC Davis. Jeff, that is a huge game.
Hey, if they win, they will look like they will get the 6th seed. If they lose, it will be 7th or 8th, depending on the rest of the Big West plays out this evening.
I don't think they want to finish number 8 because you don't want to see Irvine in the first round.
But, playing them, I wouldn't be too upset. I mean, they had them by 9. Should have beat them. In fact, you called that game, I believe.
Pass inside to Otto, and she's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. Yeah, they should have beat Irvine. They should have beaten UC Irvine right here on this very floor at the SRC Arena.
Now, did you know today is RUSD day here at the SRC?
I did not, as Otto hits the first.
Riverside Unified School District, any student can get in free tonight from the Riverside School District. So
you can't beat that.
That's a great come down and watch a free Division I basketball game with RUSD in charge. That's a great deal. I have a big crowd here today and tonight.
Otto hits both, makes it 14-8. Northridge on the other end. Smith into the corner, 3 on the way. It's off the mark for Jackson. Chasing it down, though, is Smith. Back out to Tanabe. Jumper. Off the side of the iron. Rebound, Awodo. Here comes Kaylani Cooper. Far wing, there's Pointer. She's all alone. Why not? Pointer hits the tray, 14-11, so the Highlanders are back within 3. It's a one-possession game.
Yeah, Pointer just a
and
sophomore.
a steal. Pointer, another 3. Oh. Another jump ball, and it'll go to the Los Matadores.
And Pointer's got 2 threes so far to start this ball game. She's got 6 of the 11.
Bringing up the floor, Jordan Jackson. Up ahead to Tanabe. Back to Jackson. Far wing, Megan Henderson. Long on the three-point attempt. Otto to Cooper on the near wing. 3 off the iron, no. Chasing it down is Henderson for Northridge. Tanabe. Open look. Three-pointer, no for Henderson. Out of bounds, belongs to UCR.
As we hear the band chanting air ball.
They're loud. From the baseline, it'll be Otto. Adriana Kasapi is in. Around the screen, Otto to her right. Jumper, no. Rebound by Dejanay Calloway. Tanabe. for Northridge. Back out to Smith, 3 on the way, and it's good for Olivia Smith. Makes it 17-11 Northridge.
Yeah, in fact, Northridge is last in the conference in three-point percentage as well. Last in scoring, last in three-point percentage.
Inside, Awodo. 17-13 as we're inside the final minute of the first quarter here at the SRC Arena on Riverside TV. Smith again, that three-point attempt is short. Rebound Callaway, tangled up, and Kasapi comes out with it. Kasapi to Otto, pinned up in the corner, back out to Clay, jumper, no, but Pointer the offensive rebound. Clay, Otto from around the elbow, that one won't go. Another offensive rebound by Pointer. Kasapi sets up the offense as she takes a look at Coach Bell. 12 on the shot clock. Kasapi back out to Clay, top of the arc, dumps it off to Awodo. 4 on the shot clock. She's going to have to go to work. 2 on the shot clock. Awodo does not get the shot off in time. Oh, maybe, I guess it was good.
Guess they reset the shot clock. I guess they got it off in time. It seems like there was some confusion going on down there.
Yeah, the officials will come together for a moment. But we'll take a break. 17-15. Northridge leads by 2. We'll take a break on Riverside TV when we come back. The second quarter, Highlanders trail by 2. We'll be right back.
Hey, sweetie. What did you learn in school today?
I learned that the 2020 census counts everyone in the U.S. Where there are more people, there are more needs for things like roads, schools, and hospitals.
I learned that billions in funding goes to communities like ours because of the census.
I learned that the Census Bureau collects data about communities in all states and territories of the U.S. Statistics in Schools offers free educational materials powered by census data. Learn more at census.gov/schools.
The City of Riverside's 311 app lets you stay more connected than ever. Riverside's 311 app allows you to submit service requests like graffiti, code violations, potholes, and more. You can also check on any past requests you've submitted, pay your utility bill, and review current press releases, articles, and social media. Download the Riverside 311 app today from your app store or at riversideca.gov/apps.
My grandma always says everyone counts, and everyone who lives with us is special. Like my aunt, who took me on my first bus ride to the library, or my older cousin, who walked me to my first day of school, even my mom's friend and her baby who lived with us.
The census informs funding for schools, roads, healthcare, and more. So count everyone in your home, including all children on the 2020 census. It's your chance to help them for the next 10 years. You can respond online, by phone, or by mail. Shape your future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov.
The community.
And welcome back to the SRC Arena. 17-15, Northridge up by 2 as we start the second quarter. Not too bad, though, considering the Matadors opened the game. What was it, 11-0 run?
11-0.
The Highlanders are back. Jan and Otto with 5 in the first. Lauren Pointer with 5 in the first to lead UCR thus far. Highlanders with the basketball. Into Jalen Clay. Double team back out to Otto. 3, no. Battle for the rebound. I don't think anyone saw it coming down. Finally, Tanabe scoops it up, trying to go the length of the floor. Tanabe puts it up off the window and good. 19-15 Matadors.
Yeah, she has 400 assists and over 600 points in her career.
Clay back out to Kasapi. Pointer. Awodo. Clay steps back out. Turn around. No. Rebound. Awodo ripped it away from Jackson. Otto on the follow-up. It's good. 19-17, Janin Otto again, one of the all-time greats, and I mean it, here at UC Riverside.
Yeah, she's got 7 to lead the Highlanders here early.
Inside, down low, it's up and good for number 32, Daniela Popa from Italy. Did you notice that?
I did. I didn't go to, where did she, Vincenza?
Is that how you say that, Vincenza?
Yeah, I'm a professional Italian now.
Italian, huh?
I eat so much Italian food, it just
changes the way you can talk and translate words.
Yeah, I just absorbed everything after eating all that pasta.
Shot no good for Ewodo. On the other end, and a foul. Looks like we have a substitution in just a moment for UC Riverside. Georgia O'Hari and let's see, number 32, Brianna Brady for UCR as Jordan Jackson goes to the free throw line for CSUN.
Hey, Brady went to Agua Fria High School, Coldwater High School.
Yeah, you are a man of the world.
Agua Fria. Doesn't that mean cold water,
You're right? It's cold water.
That's a cool name. Hey, where did you go? Agua Fria.
Jackson hits.
And where are you from? I'm from Goodyear. Goodyear? Like the tires? No, Goodyear, Arizona. But I went to Coldwater High School.
23-17. The Highlanders trailing by 6. Down low to Brady. Puts it up, and she's fouled as Brady will head to the free throw line.
Let's see if she's got cold water in her veins. You like that, huh? Brady, though, got the offensive board. He was not going to let anybody get it. That was hers. What is the term they say now in college basketball? She's eating.
Oh, yeah, you got to eat.
You got to eat. I don't know if I like that term, though.
They do the like you're eating with a spoon move, right? That's how you.
What if you eat with chopsticks?
You know, it's like this.
No.
Because I proposed, I think, on the Inland Sports Show, like, why don't you do like a nice, elegant fork and knife, like you're cutting into a nice steak? I'm eating. Oh, this is a five-star meal here.
Buttering up
by a Michelin chef. I'm fork and knifing it. I'm eating.
Oh
no, it's like a spoon, like you're eating cereal.
That's
I guess.
Silly. It's just silly.
23-18, Northridge with the basketball. Henderson over to Tanabe, right back to Henderson. Now inside. Gets tangled up, Callaway puts it up, and another whistle. Man, we've had a lot of fouls so far. 7:37 still to go before we hit halftime.
Yeah, if I'm Riverside, just sit in a 2-3 zone. You've got the lowest scoring team in the Big West and the worst three-point shooting team in the Big West. Just sit in a 2-3 zone. Make them beat you from beyond the arc.
First free throw, no good for Callaway. Second one is up and is good. Makes it 24-18. Substitution here as Kaylani Cooper is back, taking out Kasapi. Cooper up ahead to Janin Otto to Cooper. Under 7.5 to go. Right back to Cooper to Otto, trying to get it inside to Brady, but the steal by Megan Henderson. Callaway back out to Deja Williams, back up top to Henderson, to her left to Tanabe, but the steal by Kaylani Cooper. Cooper's going to bring it up for UCR. Ewodo all alone at the top of the arc. Now Janin Otto will let it go from around the elbow. No good. Tapped out to Cooper. She'll try the three. No. And the rebound, Callaway. Tanabe, the drive and the dish. Good defensive play there by O'Hari. Ewodo down low to Brady. Goes to her right, now the left. Puts it up, off the window. It's good.
Well, she has been a big spark off the bench for Coach Bell.
24-20. Highlanders hanging around. Into the corner to Henderson, defended by Ewodo. Outsteps O'Hari to the opposite wing. That's Tanabe. Into the corner. Deja Williams. Henderson, catch and release. Bouncing around That was a shooter's roll, Jeff.
That hit every part of the basket.
27-20. Northridge up after that three-pointer. Under 6 minutes to go before the break. Up top, Awodo, defended by Tanabe. Now down low to Otto. Spins the reverse. No. Offensive rebound. Brady taken away by the Matadors.
Brady's all over the place, getting every loose rebound.
Henderson. No. Offensive rebound. Back out to Deja Williams. She's all alone. Her three-point attempt no good. Rebound Otto. Kaylani Cooper back up top to O'Hari. Otto. Cooper. 13 on the shot clock. Cooper on the far wing. Catch and shoot. No. Megan Henderson tracks it down for Northridge. She'll bring it across the timeline. Williams to the opposite wing to Tanabe. Around the screen. Back to Williams. She'll drive in for a closer look. Jumper. No. Rebound Otto. Otto to Brady, running the floor. Got tangled up, but traveling the call. She got tangled up with a couple different Northridge players. But that'll take us into a media timeout with 4:47 to play here in the second quarter. Northridge leads 27-20. We'll be back on Riverside TV.
Hey, sweetie. What did you learn in school today?
I learned that the 2020 census counts everyone in the U.S. Where there are more people, there are more needs for things like roads, schools, and hospitals.
I learned that billions in funding goes to communities like ours because of the census.
I learned that the Census Bureau collects data about communities in all states and territories of the U.S. Statistics in Schools offers free educational materials powered by census data. Learn more at census.gov/schools.
The City of Riverside's 311 app lets you stay more connected than ever. Riverside's 311 app allows you to submit service requests like graffiti, code violations, potholes, and more. You can also check on any past requests you've submitted, pay your utility bill, and review current press releases, articles, and social media. Download the Riverside 311 app today from your app store or at riversideca.gov/apps.
My grandma always says everyone counts, and everyone who lives with us is special. Like my aunt, who took me on my first bus ride to the library, or my older cousin, who walked me to my first day of school, even my mom's friend and her baby who lives with us.
The census informs funding for schools, roads, healthcare, and more. So count everyone in your home, including all children on the 2020 census. It's your chance to help them for the next 10 years. You can respond online.
For the men.
Yeah, the men play tonight against Davis.
And they've opened the Big West season with the win at Davis. They're going to bookend their Big West season at home.
With the Aggies. Yeah. And you know what? UC Davis turned out to be a really good team. Three-pointer, no good for Jackson, but the UC Davis men turned out to have a really good year.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight. In fact, Riverside wins, they get a 6 seed.
Wait, are you telling me that the men's game against UC Davis, which is huge, is going to be on Riverside TV as well?
We are on all night long.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to have barely time to
I want some nachos or a hot dog or something.
Barely time to get some agua fria in between games.
Henderson's three. Off the mark, did not hit the iron with the shot clock winding down, so the ball goes back to UCR from the baseline. Our esteemed leader, Scott Brocious, up there, I heard he's buying everyone dinner and all the agua fria that you could ever want.
Oh, he doesn't. He better know how much I can eat.
Cooper over to O'Hari. Inside to Otto. She faces up on the basket, couple dribbles back out. Now she'll go in for a closer look, puts it up. It's no good. 27-20 Northridge. Henderson has it for the Matadors. Over to Jackson. Jackson over to Tanabe. Back to Jackson on the near wing. Fakes, goes left. Back to Tanabe. She'll drive inside. Back out to Jackson. Frees her up for a three-point attempt. No good. Offensive rebound, Henderson. And she's fouled on the follow-up. Henderson with 9 points to lead all scorers in this game. She's got 9 points and 5 rebounds. Henderson from La Habra.
She's the most gifted athlete on the team, as head coach Jason Flowers told me prior to the game. Just has been inconsistent, just shooting 29% from the field in her career.
First free throw no good. One more coming up for Henderson. 3:26 on the clock before the half, and the second is good. 28-20 Matadors. Substitution here for UCR as Marina Ewodo checks back in, replacing Janin Otto. UCR bringing it up. Around the pressure of the Matadors. Pressuring the ball a little bit. Pointer. Over to Cooper. Into the mid-post. Kicks it back out to Pointer. Kaylani Cooper. Catch and release, three-point attempt. No. Rebound, well, Henderson. Henderson pulls up her dribble, back out to Jackson. Over to Henderson. To Tanabe, and now she'll set up the offense.
Yeah, Riverside sitting in the zone, really forcing Northridge to shoot that jump shot outside here.
Three-point attempt from the corner is short. Here come the Highlanders in transition. Cooper. Back out to Ewodo. She gathers herself. Back to Cooper on the near wing. Iago calling for it in the post. Let's see if they can get it to her. There they finally do. She spins to her left, and it's good for Daphne Iago. 28-22 Highlanders.
Great move there. Great pivot foot. Good turnaround jump shot by Niago. She's an excellent player. Fun to watch.
28-22 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. UCR trying to make a run here in the second quarter and close that gap. Again, if you're just joining us, it was an 11-0 run by the Matadors to start things off. Callaway's left-handed shot, no. Rebound, Niago. Pointer. Over to Ewodo, right back to Pointer. Inside, knocked away. We'll stay here with the Highlanders with 16 on the shot clock. Pointer from the baseline. Back out to Kaylani Cooper. To Ewodo on the wing. Cooper. Back out to Niago. Trying to get it inside to Ewodo. She'll go to her left to Cooper. Three-pointer on the way. That one's no good. And her offensive rebound by Pointer. Cooper drives inside, has the ball knocked loose, turnover.
Yeah, Riverside so far has over 10 offensive rebounds in this game.
Henderson three for Northridge is good, and it's 31-22. Matadors building a 9-point lead inside the final minute of the first half. UCR just 8 of 36 from the floor right now. Taken away by Jordan Jackson. Jackson for CSUN to Tanabe. And traveling called on Tanabe. Yeah, UCR with 11 offensive boards, Jeff.
That's a lot of offensive boards. And they're losing. That's the silly part. They're down 9. And they've got 11 offensive rebounds to CSUN's, I believe, 3.
Northridge trying to lead wire to wire here in the first half. UCR has not had the lead in the first 2 quarters. Otto hits the jumper, makes it 31-24. And the shot clock is off. This should be the final possession of the second quarter. 10 seconds to go. Henderson, three-pointer, no. Otto lets it go out of bounds. 2 seconds left, so the Highlanders get one more crack at it. Otto into Kasapi. Kasapi goes out of bounds, and Northridge will get it back with 0.2 seconds.
Can you get a shot off in 0.2?
Did Derek Fisher do it against the Spurs?
0.4.
0.4. Nope. And that's how we'll end the first half, with Cal State Northridge leading UC Riverside by a score of 31-24 after 2 quarters of play. We'll take a break here on Riverside TV. When we come back, we will have the second half as the Highlanders try to cap off the season with a big win on their home floor here at the SRC Arena. For Jeff Gorham, I'm Pep Fernandez. We'll be back with the second half on Riverside TV.
Hey, sweetie. What did you learn in school today?
I learned that the 2020 census counts everyone in the U.S. Where there are more people, there are more needs for things like roads, schools, and hospitals.
I learned that billions in funding goes to communities like ours because of the census.
I learned that the Census Bureau collects data about communities in all states and territories of the U.S. Statistics in Schools offers free educational materials powered by census data. Learn more at census.gov/schools.
The City of Riverside's 311 app lets you stay more connected than ever. Riverside's 311 app allows you to submit service requests like graffiti, code violations, potholes, and more. You can also check on any past requests you've submitted, pay your utility bill, and review current press releases, articles, and social media. Download the Riverside 311 app today from your app store or at riversideca.gov/apps.
My grandma always says everyone counts, and everyone who lives with us is special. Like my aunt, who took me on my first bus ride to the library, or my older cousin, who walked me through my first day of school, even my mom's friend and her baby who lived with us.
The census informs funding for schools, roads, healthcare, and more. So count everyone in your home, including all children on the 2020 census. It's your chance to help them for the next 10 years. You can respond online, by phone, or by mail. Shape your future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov.
The Community Police Review Commission was created to promote public confidence in the professionalism and accountability of the City of Riverside's Police Department. The commission consists of an all-civilian panel of members from across the city. The commission's roles include advising the mayor and city council on all police relations issues, reviewing and investigating officer-involved deaths, receiving complaints, and conducting hearings on misconduct against sworn Riverside police officers, making policy suggestions, and bringing community concerns to the attention of the Riverside Police Department. If you're interested in learning more about how you can serve or for information on the commission, visit riversideca.gov/CPRC.
What is the 2020 census? Every 10 years, the census records everyone living in this country. It's written in the Constitution and comes in a questionnaire that counts everyone who lives at your address on April 1st. The data can be used to inform funding for services like fire stations, schools, clinics, and representation that affect your community.
How will 2020 census data be used? Where there are more people, there are more needs for public services. That's why the census is used by the government to inform funding decisions each year. But that's not all. It's also used by nonprofits to inform services, by businesses to create jobs, and even by students for school projects. Understanding how the population changes helps us shape communities across the country for the better.
How does the 2020 census affect representation? There are 435 seats in the House of Representatives. These get distributed to the 50 states by population, and an accurate census response helps your state get the right amount of seats. States with smaller populations get at least one, while states with larger populations might get more.
How do I take the 2020 census? In March 2020, every address in the country will receive an invitation to complete a simple questionnaire. And there are 3 ways to respond. Number 1, do it online. Number 2, call by phone. Number 3, send it by mail. For those who don't respond, a census taker from your community will follow up and assist you.
Is my 2020 census data safe? After sending your census response, your personal information is kept safe. By law, it can't be shared with any other government agency, law enforcement, or landlord. No one. So take your 2020 census with peace of mind. Shape your future. Start here. Visit 2020census.gov.
Here in California, citrus is a part of our lives every day. But what if it all just disappeared? A devastating plant disease called Huanglongbing, or HLB, spread by the Asian citrus psyllid, is fatal for citrus trees, and it might be found in your own backyard. That's why it's important that we all do our part to keep California's citrus safe. Don't let California's citrus disappear. Visit CaliforniaCitrusThreat.org to learn more.
El censo cuenta a todos los que vivimos en este país, incluyendo aquellos que no pensarías que también cuentan. Una persona en el hospital, sí, cuenta. Los García y los Álvarez que comparten la misma casa, sí, todos cuentan. El primo Luis que está viviendo en el garaje de Pedro, también cuenta. El censo cuenta a todos para que a todos nos vaya mejor.
I paint. I do a lot of portraits and a lot of florals.
Leather, wood, cars, metal, I can't pick a favorite. So I'll go work on another project and I'll move over here, move over there, and I do have many things happening. And eventually I finish. I think for me it's creating anything. I just have to be creating something.
I start by writing my thoughts on the canvas, and then the painting starts. It's usually acrylic, and then some chalk or charcoal pencil on top, or occasionally it's oil. Definitely inspiration comes from travel, nature, and I think sometimes even reference images. It's not always reflected directly in the art piece, but definitely inspiration comes from it.
We have ideas and we run things off of each other, and we'll talk about, you know, a lot of times she likes things different than me. I'm like very finished and polished, and I like traditional woodworking things, and she may like an older, rattier piece of wood that I would throw away.
I live Riverside primarily for all the historical preservation. We knew this was where we wanted to be, just had to find the right spot. Just having the space that this house has for us creatively has really helped us as creatives, because
gives us space to do our thing.
He has that whole basement. I love my studio because of the lighting and just the inspiration, because I have nature right outside of my windows. So it's really, I think, important sometimes as creative people to be in an environment every day that brings you inspiration.
Code enforcement receives hundreds of new complaints each week from the public, and our code enforcement officers are tasked with responding to them. As part of the city's strategic goals, the Riverside City Council adopted a set of performance measures for the Code Enforcement Division of responding to 90% or more of complaints within 5 business days or less. Prior to this goal, the division's response rate was around 50% within 5 business days. In order to accomplish this, we made some minor process adjustments to streamline the process of getting complaints into the hands of a field officer, but most of all, we created a culture of responsiveness within the division. The Code Enforcement Division's automated case management system was used to initiate cases as the complaints are received, and not just at the beginning of each workday. This allowed real-time access to complaints that staff could address more quickly and often leads to same-day response. Staff has also made adjustments to their work routines to assist fellow staff if inspections are finished early, since the overall performance goal is taken as a group and not as an individual. After making these minor tweaks, performance skyrocketed. Staff averages are measured division-wide, with approximately a 92% rate of inspecting cases within 5 business days. But even more astounding is that 50% of complaints are investigated within 1 business day or less. Supervisors keep a close watch on staff performance and make assignment adjustments when needed. This success can be attributed to the Riverside City Council's emphasis on customer service to achieve its strategic goals. The main ingredient in achieving this goal, however, is staff's daily and continued hard work and commitment to achieving success with this performance measure. For more information about code enforcement or to file a complaint, please visit riversideca.gov/code or call 311, your one-stop shop for city services.
General Dwight D. Eisenhower and his deputy commanders chart the liberation of a lost continent. Plan when and where the mighty armies of the United Nations will strike. Today, northern France is that battleground. More than 11,000 planes spearheading the attack.
Built in Santa Monica in 1943. At that time in our history, we didn't have an Air Force. We had Army Air Corps. So the Army Air Corps took possession of the plane and it did some flying in the States, wound up on the eastern seaboard and went to Europe after its state-bound flying. Then it joined the forces, the armed forces in Europe during World War II, and it flew numerous missions. Probably the most well-known is D-Day.
Vast squadrons of bombers and transports led the way.
We restored the plane back to what you see now with the invasion stripes to represent what it looked like on D-Day. That's the black and white stripes on the fuselage and wings. Those were put on all the Allied aircraft as an easy way for the 18-year-old Allied gunners in the channel to identify them.
For the last 90 days, the D-Day doll has been honoring veterans and returned to Normandy, France, for the 75th anniversary of Normandy and the 70th anniversary of the Berlin Airlift and the Paris Air Show and Oshkosh International Air Show. That was epic. We had reenactors that we dropped over the original drop zones. And to know that 20-year-old young men went out that same door 75 years earlier, it's pretty emotional. History has a tendency to repeat itself. And if we keep educating these younger generations and letting them know what happened and what these types of airplanes did and the veterans that were associated with it, the sacrifices that they did, we hope that history won't repeat itself.
We have 4 aircraft that our museum flies and maintains for the Commemorative Air Force. The Commemorative Air Force in total has about 150 World War II aircraft that we fly and maintain. We're about the 8th largest Air Force in the world. Well, you can buy rides on any of the aircraft, but the easiest way to get a ride is to become a member and volunteer. The museum is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 2. We're welcome to have individuals, groups. We have school kids come through regularly on tours to see the aircraft and to hear the history that the docents tell about each of the aircraft. We look forward to seeing you at the Inland Empire Wing, CAF.
The 2019 STEM Pull Academy will take place the week of July 22nd to July 26th. Students will explore amazing places and learn from some of Riverside's top engineers about principles and practices of the water and energy industry. You'll attend workshops with industry professionals. Participants will spend time with Riverside's distinguished members of the community like Mayor Rusty Bailey and other Riverside city officials. As students are gathering all this knowledge, you'll work in teams to develop a unique idea that could possibly one day benefit the utility or solve a utility industry problem. On the final day of the week-long event, the teams will take to the stage and present their design challenge idea to a panel of judges. They'll have a chance to win big and compete for team prizes of $500, $700, and $1,000. So if you're one of the first 60 students to register, a student who likes to share your skills and ideas, don't wait. Sign up today because the seats are going fast. For more information on this free event and how to sign up, contact Damaris Velez at dvelez@riversideca.gov.
I had you go. Well, listen, the Highlanders came back after an 11-0 start by Northridge. So things can only go up from here, right, Jeff?
I'll tell you what, you look at the stat sheet and that you look at Riverside, they're 9 of 37 from the field. But the positive is they have 11 offensive rebounds. They're out-rebounding the Matadors 26-23. But neither team really shooting the barn doors off. I mean, Northridge is shooting 34%. They're 11 of 32. But it's been the bench of UC Riverside that really kept them in the ballgame. They've got 11 coming off the bench.
Right now, Janin Otto, the leading scorer for UC Riverside. She's got 9 to go along with 4 rebounds. The leading scorer in this game, period, is Megan Henderson with 13 points and 8 rebounds. So here we go with the second half. I got a good feeling about this.
Got 4 seniors. They got to finish off their career here at the SRC with a victory.
So once again, that is Marina Awodo, Janin Otto, Skylar Lewis, and Jalen Clay. Your 4 seniors for UC Riverside. And the Highlanders come up with a steal here to Otto. Inside, they kick it back out. O'Hari over to Awodo. Inside to Janin Otto, goes right around Shimkowitz. It's up and good for Janin Otto. 31-26. I'd like to see the score BP, before Pep and after Pep, because I think there's a big difference as Callaway gets the bucket. I mean, because if you take 11 points off the board before I got here,
then it's a different ballgame.
Then UCR's winning.
Yeah.
So BP, not so good. AP, after Pep, yeah, pretty good. Auto shot, no. Offensive rebounds, up and good for Daphne Niago. Highlanders are clawing their way back into this one, 33-28 with a free throw coming up for Niago. So at the conclusion of this game, we'll have the men's game. They tip off at 7 p.m.
That means you and I are going to run and grab something to eat.
Is that what that means?
It always means something when there's a break. When you're hanging out with the big Jeezy and Pep.
Niago hits the free throw, the and one for Niago, 33-29. The Highlanders are within 4. Northridge led for about 19 and a half of the 20 minutes in the first half. So UCR never held the lead in the first half of this game through the first 2 quarters. And the steal by Jordan Jackson as the Highlanders got a little careless coming back the other way.
Jordan Jackson played at Valley View High School.
She's probably got some fans in the house tonight here at the SRC. Jackson puts it up and it's good. Still wearing black and red, right?
Yes.
Valley View colors transitioning into CSUN colors.
Now are they the Matadors still, or they have a different name? Lady Matadors? Women Matadors?
Matadores.
Matadores. That's true. Would it be? I mean, I think so.
Tanabe. Jackson back to Tanabe. 10 on the shot clock. Tanabe into the corner to Jackson. A high arcing 3 off the rim. No good. Cooper the rebound. Cooper going to lead the attack the other way. That one's short. Putback is up and good for Niago.
Niago's really came ready to play here in the second half. She's got 8 so far in the ball game.
35-31. UCR in this quarter, 3 of 5 from the floor. Tanabe's 3 is good. 38-31. So both teams actually shooting pretty well early in this third quarter.
Yeah, Tanabe coming in averages almost 5 points a game. She's only, though, a 23% three-point shooter.
Otto double team trying to get it down low to Niago. Knocked away by Callaway. It'll be UC Riverside basketball from the baseline. Substitution. Pointer is back for UCR. And for CSUN, it's Popa. Otto gets tripped up. Jackson brings it up for the Matadors. Jackson dribbles it back out, plays it out to Henderson.
Something on the floor there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a brace, ankle brace, wrist brace. Henderson going to her left. 5 on the shot clock. Blocked by Awodo. CSUN still has it. Shot clock violation. Good team defense there by UCR. Oh, you know what? That was Janin Otto's
headband.
Oh, it was her headband. Okay.
They all have these different kind of headbands. She had to tie that one.
Like a samurai, right?
That's right. Janin Otto's a samurai.
I know you're well-versed in the martial arts, Jeff, as Niago goes up with it. Rebound Shimkowitz.
I've been telling you this for years. Kung Fu Sansu.
You have been saying that for years.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it means. Henderson 3 for CSUN. 41-31, so the Matadors push that lead back up to 10 with under 6 minutes to go here in the third. So what does it mean?
It's it's a brand of I'm going to beat you up Kung Fu.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Otto, double team, passes out of it. They're going to swing it around the horn to Pointer. Now inside to Awodo. She'll go right. Knocked away into the hands of Shimkowitz. Tanabe has it for Northridge. Jumper. No. Rebound Awodo. Pointer comes back and helps. Now she brings it across. Otto in the corner. 3 on the way. No. Rebound Shimkowitz. Hands it off to Tanabe, and she'll take her time coming up the floor. 5 minutes to go in the third. Tanabe over to Jackson into the corner. Popa 3. Yes. 44-31.
That was a good-looking jump shot and a great ball movement from the Matadores.
In Italy, they pride themselves on the three-pointer, right?
They do.
Actually, they got some good basketball in Italy, right?
They do have great basketball in Italy.
Inside to Otto, turnaround over Shimkowitz. It's good for Janin Otto. Highlanders still down by 11.
Great move we see on the replay from Otto.
Janin Otto.
Fadeaway, knew as soon as it left her fingertips that was going in.
Tanabe over to Jackson. She'll let it fly from three-point land. That one's off the mark. Henderson, though, comes up with it. Janin Otto's got 13 points in this game. Tanabe jumper. No. Rebound Awodo. Pointer over to Awodo. Has it knocked loose by Tanabe. And she stepped out of bounds. Jeff, you're going to have to jump out of the way for a second.
I wouldn't have moved. Tanabe, she's 5'4".
Is that what they list her as?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably watched. I have to say on the replay, you could have seen me. I almost caught her. I would have just grabbed her with my.
Well, that's the back of our heads in the bottom right-hand corner, and Tanabe almost ended up in your lap, I thought, for a second.
She did. Now, I was telling you, we're going to stay here, I guess. It's Riverside Unified School District Day here. There are school kids everywhere as you see them dancing around.
For the women's game and the men's game today?
Men's game, so it's a freebie. Anybody that comes will get to come in free for RUSD Day for all the students in Riverside. Get to come watch the Highlanders as they wrap up their regular season here at home, both teams. The women will not play in the Big West tournament, but the men, like we said, who play at 7 o'clock, we'll have that game on Riverside TV and Big West TV. It'll be a simulcast. We're going to be on the radio and TV. We're all over the place.
It's a big game.
We're on Twitter. I think it's on Twitter, YouTube.
Facebook?
I don't know about the Facebook, but maybe.
TikTok?
I don't know what. Hey, now, I want to ask you about this thing, this TikTok thing. What is TikTok? Is it a dance thing?
It's like these short videos that it's kind of like Instagram, but for video.
And do you like sing or something? Dance?
That's what a lot of the kids like to use it for. Yeah, make little TikTok videos. They do funny things.
I don't do anything funny. I just,
You don't do anything funny?
No, I can't do that TikTok. But I do have the Twitter, and I've got that Instagram.
Are you still on MySpace and doing that?
No. I'm even too old for MySpace. Were you on MySpace?
No, I don't think I ever had MySpace.
You should have, though. You look like a MySpace guy.
I do.
Very hip. You're a very hipster.
Pointer from the baseline, puts it up. It's short. Callaway comes down with it for CSUN. Tanabe circles back out. Now to the corner. Williams inside to Callaway. Back out to Henderson. Three's good. Megan Henderson, 16 points in this game to lead all scores. 47-33.
Well, she has been great tonight. Looks showing a lot of confidence.
Iwodo down low. The shot is up. It won't go for Brady, but she will find herself on the free throw line. Had to look inside. Brady, and as that ball was bouncing on the edge of the rim, just would not go inside the cylinder as Brady heads to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Really holds that ball high above her head on that release on the free throw. But whatever works, right?
Like Bill Cartwright.
I have not heard the name Bill Cartwright in years, and she hits both.
I'm going to give you another one.
Please.
Dan Issel.
Dan Issel, yeah, that's even older.
Yeah. And one more.
Okay.
Jack Sikma.
That's really old. Those are legendary big men,
but
right?
They all shot the ball really high above their head like that.
Bill Cartwright, who is more in my wheelhouse, as Shimkowitz, her shot no good. Henderson chases it down. Bill Cartwright was the center on some of those Michael Jordan's Bulls teams.
That's right.
Rebound Iwodo. Up to Pointer. She crosses midcourt. Pointer trying to force it inside to Brady. The steal by Henderson. In transition, Henderson trying to go all the way. No. Rebound Pointer, and she's fouled by, should be Tanabe. It is.
Yeah, that's a tough pass on the Highlanders. Never throw cross court. You got to figure if you're by yourself, there's going to be 9 other players in between you, and you can't throw a line drive. It's got to be up high enough where Brady can go up and get that basketball.
Cooper to Otto, who does have her headband back on.
Oh, good.
Cooper jumper. No. Battle for the rebound. Iwodo has it. Goes back up with it. That one won't go. Out of bounds. It belongs to the Matadors. .207 and counting here in the third quarter. We're live on Riverside TV. Nice passing by the Matadors, and they find Shimkowitz all alone, wide open underneath the rim. 49-35. So that lead continues to grow here for the Matadors in the third quarter. Pointer. Iwodo inside to Otto. Spins left, and it's good for Janin Otto. 49-37 with a minute and a half to go.
Well, Otto is doing her part to really kind of keep the Highlanders in this ballgame. She's got 15.
In the third quarter, CSUN's outscored UCR 18-13. So in comparison, it's kind of our best scoring quarter so far in this game.
But defensively, they're not getting after it. They only have one team foul.
And Deja Williams, three-pointer for Northridge. And that lead has now ballooned to 15 for the Matadors.
Yeah, Highlanders only one team foul. They should be at least playing aggressive, drawing some fouls.
Otto, speaking of, Jeff, the jumper is good, and she is fouled. You spoke it into existence.
I did. I'm like LeVar Ball.
You're just like LeVar Ball.
I got 3 boys. None of them can play. Yeah, I'm just like LeVar Ball.
No. Oh, man. Otto hits the free throw and one. 52-40.
Hey, you like that? It does.
None of them can play. Ouch. Tanabe trying to get around Awodo, and there's the foul. "58 seconds here in the third quarter.
And that replay. Wodo's really got to get there quicker.
Matadors up by a dozen. 58 seconds to go in the third. Jackson into Tanabe, right back to Jackson. Shipkowitz calling for it in the high post. Faces up on the basket, dumps it over the top to Callaway. Oh, looked like Awodo might have had a clean block, but there's a whistle.
Let's see on the replay.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
That ref. I don't know. Let's one more time. Oh, might have got her on her head. After the play, got her on the head.
Callaway's first free throw is good. One more coming up. Did you ever have the desire to be an official?
I did, ref. I was terrible.
Oh, you did? They ran you out of the gym, or what happened?
I didn't put up with any guff, but no, I'm not very good. I still referee occasionally. I'll do like youth games and summer league. They'll call and say, "Hey, you want to do ref, Jeff?" And why not? Yeah, I'm terrible. I admit it, because I watch the game more. So instead of blowing my whistle, I just watch.
You get lost in the game,
I do.
Huh? Well, Callaway hit both free throws, 54-40. Niago kicks it out to Cooper. Three-pointer is good for Keilani Cooper. 54-43. Jackson on the other end to Callaway from around the free throw line. It's good for Callaway. 56-43. 15 seconds to go. Pointer, 7 seconds, back to Cooper. Cooper goes left, puts up the three-pointer. No, battle for the rebound. Northridge has it, and that's the end of the third. 56-43. Northridge with a 13-point advantage on the Highlanders as we head to the fourth and final frame on Riverside TV. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, sweetie. What did you learn in school today?
I learned that the 2020 census counts everyone in the U.S. Where there are more people, there are more needs for things like roads, schools, and hospitals.
I learned that billions in funding goes to communities like ours because of the census.
I learned that the Census Bureau collects data about communities in all states and territories of the U.S. Statistics in Schools offers free educational materials powered by census data. Learn more at census.gov/schools.
The City of Riverside's 311 app lets you stay more connected than ever. Riverside's 311 app allows you to submit service requests like graffiti, code violations, potholes, and more. You can also check on any past requests you've submitted, pay your utility bill, and review current press releases, articles, and social media. Download the Riverside 311 app today from your app store or at riversideca.gov/apps.
My grandma always says everyone counts, and everyone who lives with us is special. Like my aunt, who took me on my first bus ride to the library. Or my older cousin, who walked me to my first day of school. Even my mom's friend and her baby who live with us.
The census informs funding for schools, roads, healthcare, and more. So count everyone in your home, including all children on the 2020 census. It's your chance to help them for the next 10 years. You can respond online, by phone, or by mail. Shape your future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov.
The Community Police Review Commission was created to promote public confidence in the professionalism and accountability of the City of Riverside's Police Department. The commission consists of an all-civilian...
And welcome back to the SRC Arena, the fourth quarter here between the Highlanders and the Matadors, live on Riverside TV. UC Riverside facing an uphill battle, but they've got, well, just under now 10 minutes to climb back into this thing. Inside to Awodo, left-hander, no. Rebound, Shimkowitz.
Great pass from Niago, though. Great post-entry pass. Just a tough miss there by Awodo.
Janin Otto with 18 points through 3 quarters of play. She's the leading scorer in all the land tonight. Jackson trying to get around Cooper. Jackson going to her right, off the window, no. Rebound to Otto. Otto up ahead to Awodo. Inside Niago. No. Rebound Callaway.
And Niago had a 5'5" player on her, and she just threw it over the top.
The third quarter was our highest scoring quarter in this game as CSUN outscored the Highlanders 25-19. And we got a foul.
You know, this Northridge team had a pretty good, weird season. You know, they beat some really pretty good teams. In fact, they won on the road at San Diego State. They lost by 10 at Washington State. At one time, had USC beat, ended up losing in the last couple minutes. So they've played some pretty darn good games. They've just come up short. Almost beat UCLA, in fact, at Northridge early in the season.
CSUN trying to get a win here in Riverside. Shot by Jackson, no. Offensive rebound, Shimkowitz, and she's fouled on the putback. I mean, you could even say, despite the record of 8-21 overall for UC Riverside and 4-11 in the Big West Conference, you could also make a case, as we look at the replay on Shimkowitz, that UCR has some quality wins too. We talked about them in conference play, beating Davis. I believe they beat UC Santa Barbara as well. Those are the top 2 teams in conference play. They also beat this CSUN team just a couple weeks ago. So when UC Riverside is playing well, they're playing really well. They've beaten some good teams.
And they played, I think, the 7th toughest schedule in the country. You know, they played USC, they played at Cal. Then they went on that long trip. They went out to Virginia, they played. They were in Southern Utah, Oregon, Colorado State, Weber State. I mean, they played all over the place in a very tough schedule.
56-43. Northridge trying to hold on to this lead, but the Highlanders looking to battle back. 8:25 to go in the fourth. Brady, turnaround. There's Otto. Otto cleans it up, but the steal by Tanabe. Tanabe up ahead to Henderson on the near wing. 3-pointer is good. Megan Henderson having the game of her life right now on Riverside TV, giving Northridge a 59-43 lead. Niago, that one won't go. Nice save by Pointer. Keeps it in play to Cooper for 3. No, offensive rebound, Niago, yes. 59-45, the Highlanders not giving up.
Yeah, Kaylani Cooper continuing to struggle. 1 for 12 on the night.
Henderson has 19 to lead CSUN. Meanwhile, for UCR, Otto's got 18. Niago's got 10 points and 8 rebounds for UCR. .7:28 and counting here in the fourth quarter. 59-45. If you do the math, that's a 14-point lead for the Matadors. Into the high post to Otto. Faces up on the basket. Nice pass inside to Niago. She gathers herself, but the steal by Jackson. Jackson over to Tanabe. Callaway in the corner, defended by Brady. She'll let it fly, and Callaway hits 62-45.
That was a tough shot there in the corner.
So that lead continuing to grow here for Northridge. Time running out on a UC Riverside comeback. They're going to have to kick it into high gear here. Substitution, Jalen Clay back in for the Highlanders, replacing Daphne Niago.
Talking about Callaway, guess how many three-pointers she has on the year?
Hold on, I'm not looking. I'm going to say 3.
One. That one.
That was the first one?
That was the first one. She is now 1 of 5 from beyond the three-point line this year.
Cooper, jumper, no.
She didn't have a percentage before. Now she's got 20%.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Tanabe out to Callaway. Maybe she's feeling it now. She'll take another 3. Of course, if she would have missed, her coach would have said, Coach Flowers would have said, "What are you doing? You don't shoot threes.
You shot 5 all year."
Williams shot no, but she gets her own offensive rebound. Back out to Henderson. Henderson, Williams. Down low to Shimkowitz to her left. It's good. 64-45, so now it's a 19-point lead.
That was a great pass. Great pass.
Pointer over to Otto. Over the top to Brady. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, though, by the Matadors, so we'll stay right here with UCR from the baseline. We got a substitution. Ayanna Barnes is into the game for UCR, replacing Kaylani Cooper. Jumper, no. Last touch by Tanabe, so the Highlanders will get another crack at it with 15 on the shot clock. Pointer from the baseline into Otto in the corner. Otto trying to get it to Brady, all the way to the other side to Barnes. Jumper short, might have been partially blocked there, into the hands of Shimkowitz. Tanabe up ahead to Callaway. Fakes, goes up with it. Oh, double dribble.
Oh, they called a jump ball.
Oh, jump ball. I guess Clay might have had a hand on it. Here comes a Wodo as she gets up to the scores table for UCR. Into Tanabe. Tanabe on the far wing, up top to Henderson. To her left to Callaway. Williams back to Callaway. Henderson defended by Otto, back to Callaway. Williams drives inside, left-hander. Yeah, it's good. 66-45.
What a pretty move right there.
Just under 5 minutes to play in this one. It's a 21-point advantage now for the Matadors. Pointer, her pass taken away by Henderson. Henderson the steal and the finish on the other end for the Matadors, and they are beginning to race away with this one.
Yeah, the Matadors coming in, averaging just 57 points a game. They've already got 68.
Three-pointer, no good for Otto. Rebound Henderson. In the fourth quarter alone, the Matadors have outscored the Highlanders 12-2. So they've kind of squashed any hint of a UCR comeback in this one. 68-45 with 4:15 and counting. Henderson over to Williams. Driving right. Nice dish down low to Henderson. And another bucket. What a look by Williams.
Well, she's continuing her onslaught offensively. She's got 23 points.
Otto over to Barnes. Inside to Otto. Over Shimkowitz. That one won't go, and Shimkowitz the rebound. Henderson 23 points and 11 rebounds. Under 3.5 to play. It looks like Northridge is going to try to waste as much time as possible at this point. Henderson for 3. No. Pointer scoots in there to scoop up that ball. Pointer on the other end from around the free throw line. No good. Rebound Shimkowitz. And Tanabe is going to take her time as she walks it across the timeline. Defended by Pointer. Pointer right there on her hip. Tanabe with it. And finally the foul on Lauren Pointer. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 2:52 to play. 70-45, so a 25-point lead for the Matadors. Janin Otto with 18 points and 6 rebounds, 3 assists to lead UCR in their final game of the season. And Jeff, from what I understand, you were telling me that the senior festivities will be at the conclusion of this game. Is that correct?
They are doing it at the conclusion. They did the cheer and dance at halftime. They will do the senior festivities post-game. Then they will have a short break, and then we will be back with the men's game, and that's going to be a great one.
It could be a potential first-round playoff preview, right?
It could be. We could end up playing each other. In fact, the last 2 seasons, you and I have called the games for the men, and they seem to have they ended the season a couple times from playing the very next game against Irvine 2 years ago.
Something about that. I don't know if it's technically a rivalry, but something about UCR and UC Davis, they always have these great games.
Oh, yeah, 2 years ago, we caught them cheating, and we didn't get the victory.
We did up there in Davis.
That's right. TJ Shorts, I believe, was the point guard.
Yeah, you're right.
And he took about 19 steps, and they didn't call traveling. He ran halfway down the floor, and he went down and made a layup. But last year and this season, the Highlanders last year hit a fadeaway jump shot at the buzzer to win it, and this year they led from start to finish at Davis. Let's see if they can repeat. It'll be 2 different teams because it was the first game of the Big West for the Highlanders and the Aggies, so it'll be a repeat of the opener.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it tonight on Riverside TV, 7 o'clock. The UCR men and UC Davis.
And we will be on at 6:45 for the pregame. Head coach David Patrick will be on with us.
So in the fourth quarter of this game, CSUN is 6 of 10 from the floor. UCR just 1 of 12. And that, again, has squashed any hopes of a comeback as Jackson gets to the cup and lays it in for CSUN, 72-45. Barnes over to Awodo. There's Otto. Inside to Awodo, off the glass, no. And a foul. It's going to go against the Matadors, and Daphne Niago will head to the free throw line. A 16-2 run by Northridge in the fourth quarter. First free throw for Niago's good. 72-46. Second one off the back of the iron, no good. Who's going to come down with the rebound? It's Jackson. We approach the 2-minute warning here from the SRC Arena. Northridge leading UC Riverside 72-46 in the final game of the season for the Highlanders. Jackson trying to get around Otto, goes to her right, kicks it back out to Tanabe, blocked by Barnes. Out of bounds, last touch by the Highlanders. 2 on the shot clock, so Northridge will get it back, but they will have to quickly get the shot. Jackson will inbound. Jackson to Tanabe. 2 on the shot clock, she lets it ride. And it's off the backboard. No iron. Shot clock violation. Barnes with it, defended by Tanabe. Up top, Clay. Now inside to Niago, pass to Awodo, the basket and the foul for Awodo. So again, fighting to the final whistle here inside the SRC. Awodo heads to the free throw line, 72-48. Awodo trying to complete the and one, and she does. 72-49, 1:26 to play. Jackson has it.
They're going to walk this thing out, get the shot clock down as low as they possibly can.
And the foul's going to be on Otto. Looks like we'll have a substitution here as they get the other senior into this game, and that's going to be Skylar Lewis subbing out Daphne Niago. Skylar Lewis, Jeff, I remember doing a story on her. She was a star at Grand Terrace High School, which is literally just down the road from here.
That's right.
Can't believe she's already a senior. I must be getting old.
You are.
That is true. 55 seconds to go. CSUN with the basketball. Jackson drives inside. What a fake. Spins around, and the jumper's good. What a play by Jordan Jackson, the pride of Valley View High School in Moreno Valley. 74-49. Awodo inside to Skylar Lewis. Triple team. Passes out of it to Otto. Nearly taken away by Tanabe. Otto down towards the baseline. And traveling the call, but that'll give the ball back to the Highlanders. And we're going to make a big-time substitution here.
For all the seniors, which is pretty nice as we see them getting hugs from their good friend and coach, Sarah Bell.
That's Janet Otto, Marina Awodo, Skylar Lewis, and Jalen Clay. 30 seconds to play. Brady to her right. That one won't go. Another rebound for Shimkowitz. Tanabe is going to bring it up, and she will likely just dribble out this clock. The shot clock is off. The final 15 seconds of the season here for UC Riverside. Final score is going to be 74-49 as Northridge picks up a win. So on the season series, they will split as UCR was able to beat the Matadors in Northridge a couple weeks ago. So UC Riverside will finish out the season with an overall record of 8-22, 4-12 in the Big West Conference.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, Coach Bell came into this year having to kind of take over the reins. I think she did an outstanding job, and as a coach and leader of these young women. But overall, a good year considering everything that happened.
Well, that's going to do it here from the SRC Arena. 74-49. The season coming in to an end here for the Highlanders on a Saturday evening. In just a little bit at 7 o'clock, the UCR men are in action against UC Davis. This game is extremely important for both teams. I hope you'll join us live on Riverside TV. But for the women's game, the final score, 74-49, Northridge over UC Riverside. For Jeff Gorham, my name is Pep Fernandez. For Scott Brocious and the entire team here at Riverside TV, we appreciate you tuning in. And we'll see you in a little bit for the men's game. Final score 74-49. So long from the SRC Arena.